Welcome to CRMSearch.com's Month-End Review, where we report and share the biggest news, views, events, and happenings in the customer relationship management industry.
Welcome to the CRM Industry Month-End Review, a recap of what happened in the CRM industry during the month of August 2012, delivered in 10 minutes or less. I'm Chuck Schaefer, and during the month of August, the CRM industry saw broad participation in the annual CRM Evolution Conference. Salesforce.com announced the expansion of its Chatter platform to support communities. Sage held its annual Customer and Partner Summit. And the continued CRM software publisher competition we know as CRM Idol has reached the semifinalists for the Americas region. So with all that, let's get started. CRM Magazine held its annual CRM Evolution Conference in New York this month. This is one of the very few vendor-neutral CRM industry conferences focused on community, content, and conversation, a contrast to the more publicized and flamboyant software vendor-sponsored events. In fact, along with Gartner's Customer 360 Summit, these two annual events are the top two industry conferences for participants seeking CRM information irrespective of any particular vendor solution. Social CRM continued to garner most of the discussion, but two topics which were mentioned at last year's event but gained much more traction at this year's conference included gamification and customer experience. Ray Wang delivered a compelling gamification presentation to an absolutely packed room. Gamification is becoming an increasingly considered strategy for engaging customers and employees and aligning that engagement with top business objectives. This nascent but growing disruptive technology is largely accommodated by pure-play gamification software vendors. And while these gamification providers are showing progress and promise, expect gamification to cross the chasm to mainstream adoption only after these enabling technologies are tightly integrated with existing CRM and other enterprise software applications for a seamless user experience and analytics that combine gamification performance measurement with existing CRM and other business software performance objectives. Once managers can easily link their current performance programs and their existing business applications with gamification tools, and users are unable to tell that gamification technology is separate from the applications that they've learned and adopted, gamification will become less of a distinctive tool and more of a supporting technology. Customer experience has become the top CEO agenda item according to surveys from IBM and Businessweek. There's still a debate whether CX has always been a part of CRM or whether this is a newfound movement which complements CRM and finally puts customers at the center of the company's universe. The CRM Leader keynote panel included senior vendor executives from some of the top CRM software publishers, including Oracle, Salesforce.com, SAP, and Sugar CRM, which gave me the opportunity to ask how their CRM software applications are responding to their customers' new emphasized customer experience objectives. As you might expect, their answers varied, with publishers such as Oracle delivering purpose-built CX software suites and other vendors enabling CX within their existing CRM suites. Vendor messaging and software are still forming, and I suspect we're likely to hear some changes in messaging and see some new software releases around CX objectives in the near future. Turning to CRM vendor updates, Salesforce.com debuted a community building platform this month. The company advises that social networking users now exceed the number of email users and that nearly a quarter of all time spent online is spent on social networks like Facebook. I'm not sure if that's a good thing, but that's another conversation. So to position itself at the intersection of these social channels, while at the same time helping companies connect with their customers and partners, the company released Salesforce Communities. This new tool is built on its Chatter platform and includes features such as profiles, data feeds, trending topics, recommendations, and influence measurement, with the aim of improving collaboration and productivity. Chatter users will be able to create additional public networks, toggle back and forth between private and public communities, and share content among those communities. The Salesforce messaging is that existing online communities are either overly conversational, such as discussion forums, or entirely transactional, such as vendor portals, and in both cases failed to connect customers and businesses. On the customer side, Salesforce Communities promises to help social companies combine knowledge-driven, peer-assisted, and agent-delivered customer service into communities as a single experience. On the partner side, social enterprises can create custom, extranet-like communities with their business partners. There's no doubt that Salesforce is feeling growing competitive pressure in the social arena. In addition to pure plays such as Jive and Lithium, which are both rated by Gartner as the leaders in this category, as well as revival from the old guard competition such as Oracle, who recently acquired Vitru and Collective Intellect, and more so Microsoft, who acquired Yammer, the competition has softened Salesforce.com's thunder and has further neutralized product differentiation for Salesforce.com's chatter. Salesforce Communities is an attempt to keep the social evangelism alive and stay ahead of the increased competition. Salesforce Communities is currently scheduled to become generally available in the second half of 2013, and pricing has not yet been announced. Moving on to another CRM vendor update, Sage held its annual Customer and Partner Summit in Nashville. I wasn't able to attend as the conference was held at the same time as the CRM Evolution in New York, but from what I'm told, Sage used the event to share product direction over the upcoming months. Increased cloud delivery was a focus, but mobile seemed to be the company's big thunder. In addition to mobile use cases and Sage Mobile solutions being presented during the CEO keynote, there were product announcements and updates to Sage's Mobile Connected Services initiative. Several mobile connected services are now available, and more are promised for near-term delivery. I'll report back on this as Sage delivers its solutions and we get feedback from customers. As first announced in the summit of last year, Sage is continuing its product naming changes, discontinuing recognized brand names in favor of product names which include the Sage moniker. And last but certainly not least, this month CRM Idol announced its semi-finalists for the Americas region. The Americas candidates completed their reference checks, mentor sessions, and software demonstrations for the judges, and the pool narrowed from 42 contenders to 14 semi-finalists. Now over the course of the next month, the narrowing process will occur for the EMEA, Asia, and Australia candidates, with semi-finalists being named September 24th. You can see the semi-finalists and get more information at www.crmidol.com. Finally, for this month's recommendation, I suggest you check out the Social Media 2012 State of Adoption Research Report. The research was performed by two of the most respected CRM thought leaders in the industry, Dennis Pombriant and Esteban Kolsky, and the results share how business leaders are adopting social media as part of their business strategies. It looks at social use cases, obstacles, and how social media is both successfully being taken advantage of, as well as how it's being underutilized. You can see the report's key findings at Dennis Pombriant's Enterprise Irregulars blog, shown at the URL below. And with that, we'll call it a wrap for August 2012. I'm Chuck Schaefer. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you'll return on the last day of next month to view the recap of what happened in the CRM industry for the month, delivered in 10 minutes or less. And if you have content or other suggestions, please email me at chuckschaefer@crmsearch.com.
Thank you for joining the CRMsearch.com month-end review. This dialogue is part of the customer relationship management industry conversation. If you would like additional information or to join the CRM community conversation, visit us at www.crmsearch.com.